Okay, last week we talked about Elijah having a bout of depression, and he ended up in a cave where God spoke to him, not through the fire, earthquake, or wind, but through a still small voice. And most of the time that's how God speaks to us, is in a still small voice, that or through the Bible. He can speak through wind, he can speak through earthquakes and fires, he can speak in an audible sound, but most of the time it's just a still, quiet voice inside of us. When he spoke to Elijah, he gave him some specific directions. He said, you know what, I've got everything under control. I'm going to take care of Ahab and Jezebel. I'm going to take care of all of the people who are worshiping Baal. And this is what's going to happen. The king of, I believe it was Syria, is going to take care of, kill a vast majority of the people who have been worshiping Baal. And who he doesn't kill, a man named Jehu, who is an army commander right now for Israel, is going to kill more. He will become king, and he will he'll purify Israel or Judah. Israel. I thought so. He'll purify Israel. He'll get rid of all these pagan people, and who he doesn't get, a man named Elisha will take care of. And in fact, I want you to go to Elisha's house, and God told him where to go. And I want you to anoint him to be your successor. He's going to be your apprentice and take over when your work is done. So Elijah went down from the mountain. He went to the place where Elisha lived. And when he got there, Elisha was out plowing the field. Now Elisha's dad was rich enough. He had 12 yoke of oxen. So 24 oxen, and enough land he needed that many ox. And Elisha was with the last pair. And Elijah walked past him, threw his coat on him, and kept walking. But Elisha understood what that meant. He ran after Elijah. If you get mixed up, Elijah has a J, Elisha has an S. The J comes before S in the alphabet. So Elijah comes first, then Elisha. Just because that's how I keep it straight. Anyway, Elisha chased after Elijah and said, I'm going to follow you, I'm going to work with you, but let me go home and say goodbye to my family first. And Elijah said, do what you need to do, but remember what I have done to you, throwing my coat on you. Elisha understood. So Elisha went back, he took the oxen he had been plowing with, and he sacrificed them, and he had a big party and fed the whole village, everybody around, said goodbye to everybody, and from now on, he walks with Elijah and becomes his apprentice and works with him for the rest of Elijah's ministry. It's a unique way to introduce a new prophet. We don't usually get that much backstory on how what a prophet was before he begins working for God. So, let's sing our song. Oh, I wish I were like Jesus Christ, my Savior. Like Jesus I would truly love to be. 'Cause if I were like Jesus Christ, my Savior, then all the world could see His love in me. Oh, I wish I were like Jesus Christ, my Savior. Like Jesus I would truly love to be. 'Cause if I were like Jesus Christ, my Savior, then all the world could see His love